Let's start by understanding the difference between sex and gender. While filling up forms, you would have noticed the column that asks for your sex. Gender is seen to be the same as your sex, that is male or female. However, gender and sex are not exactly the same. Let's see how. Sex refers to our outer sexual organs, and there are three kinds of sexes. Those born with a vagina are females, those born with a penis are males, and those born with ambiguous sexual organs are hermaphrodites. Gender or gender orientation, on the other hand, refers to one's inner sex. Now, inner sex refers to our inner feeling or sense of being male or female, irrespective of our outer sex. The inner sense of being male, irrespective of one's outer sex, is known as masculinity, while the inner sense of being a female is known as femininity, again, irrespective of one's outer sex. Thus, gender, that is masculinity or femininity, is not a social construct, but is essentially biological, that is, they're caused by biological factors. Most individuals have both masculinity and femininity in varying degrees, although the predominant gender orientation determines one's gender identity. It's perfectly natural to be male and be predominantly feminine, or to be female and be predominantly masculine. Even masculine gendered males have some femininity, while feminine gendered females have some masculinity in them. Our sex is an incomplete social identity. It's our gender identity that really describes who we are. So let's understand the concept of gender identity. Now, gender identity is made up of a combination of our outer sex and inner sex, or our sex and gender orientation. Based on these combinations, there are as many as 6 different human gender categories in nature. However, traditionally, these have been clubbed into 3 distinct gender identities since the ancient times across the world. Individuals whose sex is male and predominant gender orientation is masculine, their gender identity is man. Individuals whose sex is female and whose predominant gender orientation is feminine, their gender identity is woman. The third category is of all the other individuals who are both male and female at the same time in different ways. For example, when their sex is male while their predominant gender orientation is feminine, or their sex is female and their predominant gender orientation is masculine, or they're hermaphrodites or intersexed, then their gender identity is that of third gender. We shall learn about this important category in detail in another video. Some points to ponder. Male and man are not interchangeable terms. All men are males, but all males are not men. Only masculine gendered males are men. The rest of the males are third genders. Similarly, female and woman are not interchangeable terms. All women are females, but all females are not women. Only feminine gendered females are women. The rest of the females are third genders. Gender identity is one of the most basic and important identities of a human being. Denial of one's due gender identity results in one's oppression, whether it's a man, woman, or a third gender. For example, identifying a third gender male as a man is his oppression. So is calling a man a third gender.